Hey everyone, how's it going? My name's MJ the Game Boy, and welcome to RatedMJ. It's been a while since my last video, huh? But that's because I moved, as depicted right here. It's been a rough year. I've just been so busy with all my life moving and my work, and I just couldn't take it anymore. I had to get out of here. I had to leave Ohio. So I did. I booked a trip to Pennsylvania. That's right, I finally went to my first convention ever. Too many games. I finally update that score counter. I also got to go to the convention with my really good buddy Aaron, and it was a great time for both of us overall. So sit back, relax, and let me tell you the tale of the time we went to. Too many games. Alright, too many games. This was a really cool convention. I was really happy to get to go here. First things first though, no faces were allowed. You had to be wearing a mask at all times, wearing it properly. If you even looked like you were, you know, gonna pull it off and I don't know, lick somebody, that was no go. You couldn't be doing that there. So yeah, too many games. It was a really cool experience. We got there on day one. It was actually pretty late. I think we got there around like maybe 4-ish, 5-ish. I remember me and Aaron were actually spending most of the day at the King of Prussia Mall, which, by the way, if you ever go to the King of Prussia Mall, bring a map, bring an itinerary, like look at the directory, please. We got so lost there. We found like 7 different Auntie Annie's. Like, that's how big that place is. Like, they need that many pretzel stands around there. But yeah, we got there pretty late. We got there around 5-ish, I want to say. When we got there, the first thing Aaron was trying to do was get to Charles Martinet to have him sign his copy of Super Mario Paper Guy. Yeah, that's the name. He really wanted his signed copy of Thousand Year Door. This was what he was looking forward to the most, in my opinion. He was so excited to get a picture of Charles Martinet and have him sign the copy. He wouldn't stop saying, "Oh my god, he signed it! He signed it!" It was just really cool to see how happy he was. And you know, I personally didn't get a picture with him, that picture with Charles Martinet that day. I remember trying to take a picture of Aaron with my camera, but hey, I forgot how to work my camera, and I totally forgot that it was on a timer. And I spent like the good part of the rest of the con trying to figure out how to turn off the goddamn timer, and that was a pain in the ass. But yeah, Charles Martinet's first impression of me was probably, this idiot doesn't know what he's doing with his camera. Why does he have one? But I ended up just using Aaron's phone. We took a picture and it came out pretty good. Aaron was pretty happy about it. So yeah, next, after Charles Martinet, we immediately got in line to meet Some Call Me Johnny. Now this is what I was really looking forward to in the convention. I'm a huge fan of Some Call Me Johnny. I've been watching his stuff since, like, you know, his older Sonic Adventure videos where he just put the camera in front of the TV. Yeah, so ever since the kill, I was just super excited to meet him. I remember, you know, getting in line and I'm seeing like a lot of cool, like, you know, stuff from the fans who are coming up to see him. One guy in particular had a framed picture of Johnny just, like, you know, doing the like numbnuts jump from Sonic Riders video where he pulls the end credits theme. I just thought that was so cool. So I finally got there to meet Johnny, and I'm, you know, just like, hey man, thank you so much. You're one of my, like, you know, favorite channels. You're a big inspiration for me and my channel. And I remember after telling him that, I'm like, you're also looking really great, man. You know, your workout's really, you know, working out for you. You know, it's great. You're looking really fit. And he's just like, oh, thanks, man. It f***ing sucks. And I'm just like, okay then. It's just really funny to me that, like, you know, he's just like, yeah, you know, I'm glad it's working out for him, but it's like, damn it, I hate working out, it's a bitch. And I feel that, but it was just really cool to meet him. And then he also was like, hey, I thought you were gonna use your really nice camera to take a picture of us. And, you know, I would if I could, man, but I'm a fucking idiot. I really didn't know how to take off that goddamn timer at the moment. So I was just like, hey, use my phone. So that was really cool to meet Johnny. So yeah, after we got done with Some Call Me Johnny and taking pictures with him, we immediately had to head into the back of the lines to see Scott the Laws because, oh my god, I have never seen a line as long as this guy's line. Like, I've never seen the wait for something that long. It got so bad that they had to actually split the line up into 2 groups. But fortunately, me and Aaron were in the first group, so we got to see him before they took their little break. Yeah, it was crazy, man. During the time as well, I also figured out how to get that goddamn timer off my camera, so I was pretty happy. But yeah, it was just me taking a picture with Scott Dawes and his friends. You know, he had Eric, Jeff, Joe, Dominic, Sam. It was really cool seeing everybody there. You know, it was just your favorite group of white guys. You know, mainly black one there, so I had to add a little bit of color. You know, had to add a little bit. You know, variety is the spice of life after all. But yeah, no, it was really great. I was really happy to at least get a picture with these guys. You know, Ohio boys represent or whatever. Yeah, and I believe Aaron was really excited to meet the gang too because he was. I think I got him into Scott the Laws. I'm not sure, but I remember he was talking like, yeah, man, I love watching his stuff. It's really good to film in the background. You're working, you know. I totally agree. But yeah, so he was really adamant about getting that 1,000-year door copy signed. So instead of having them sign the cover of it, he's like, hey, I know you're not an RPG guy, but I know you're a health and safety guy. And he pulls out the health and safety packet from the 1,000-year door copy that he had Charles Martinet sign. And he's like, will you please sign my health and safety booklet? And Scott's just like, hell yeah, I will. And so Aaron got everybody to sign that, and that was just really cool. So yeah, that was a really awesome thing. Yeah, and while we were waiting in line, we also met a really nice guy named Travis. Travis is a YouTuber who, records his streams and Let's Plays, his channel, ONESTEPGAMER. He does, like, a lot of Pokemon collecting right now. Like, he's trying to collect every shiny variant Pokemon that there is. So, if you're into Pokemon, which admittedly, I am not, but I know a lot of other people are, you should really go check out his channel. It's really good. But it was really cool seeing, like, other YouTubers there and stuff. And, especially me and Travis were bouncing ideas of, like, wanting to do more content, wanting to see what else we could do, like, to make our channels grow. It's really cool seeing that, because I usually don't have other YouTubers to talk about this kind of stuff with, and it's really nice. But yeah, Travis was such a good dude. We went to dinner with him, because we were like, hey, you know what? Let's all Uber back to the mall and get something to eat. And, it was great. So, that was day one of our Too Many Games Expo, and it was basically just standing around waiting for famous people to sign our stuff and take pictures with them. So, mission accomplished. Yeah, so our day 2 of the con was just basically us getting to explore. Day 1 was basically us just standing in line waiting for stuff to get signed and pictures to be taken. But yeah, day 2 was the day we get to, look around. We started off basically, looking for Travis, honestly. We were in the gaming hall section of the convention. It was split off in like 3 sections. There was a main hall for, vendors and stuff. Then there was the gaming hall. And then there was the, then there was the panel hall where you had, people sitting on the stage talking to them, or, musicians performing. At first, we were not sure what Travis was. We were looking around the Smash tournaments in the gaming hall, but ran into this cool guy cosplaying as Krillin. He goes by KrillDogs02. Really funny guy. Thanks for letting me, take a picture. I just had to go up and be like, hey, Krillin, I'm a big fan of your work, man. He was really cool. Yeah, you guys should go follow him if you can. But yeah, we were just, looking around, trying to see what we could find that day. We saw that the concert hall was pretty full that day, too, so we went in there to see what was going on, and found out that we were just in time for a Charles Martinet panel, which was really cool to see. It was, basically Charles Martinet just, telling us how, life has changed so much during the pandemic, and that we should still keep each other motivated and happy, try to keep the best of ourselves. It was really great to hear him say that. He was telling us, if you're aspiring to be an actor, keep following your dreams, keep doing what you're doing. And it was just a positive overall panel. I'm so glad we got to see that. Very happy to hear this guy, telling everybody, how he's gotten where he is, and it's really nice. So yeah, coming out of the concert hall and back into the main area, it was just so busy out there. Oh my gosh. One of the things we were really trying to do was find certain cosplays for Aaron. One of Aaron's friends, or I believe his cousin, sent him a scavenger hunt list full of things like, find like a Hollow Knight cosplayer, which we somehow did. So that was dope. It was specific characters we were looking for, like, you know, somebody from Dark Souls, somebody from any type of game, like some Princess Leia, if we could find one. While we didn't find everything on the list, there were so many cool cosplayers. Like, we found, like, you know, Link and Zelda, like multiple Link and Zeldas. We found like Cloud. It was just so many cool cosplays there. Seeing some of these guys, seeing some of these people's, like, you know, costumes and effort and the work they put into it, it's like awe-inspiring. It's amazing. You guys did such a good job. Sorry if I don't, you know, recognize a lot of these. Like, I don't know, like, some, they're like Pokemon ones, and no, there's some, like, I think it's called Dinkarappa that Aaron's trying to get me into. I don't really know anybody from that one, but that doesn't take away from the fact that you guys went for it. You put in all the effort to your cosplays, so thank you guys for that. That was amazing. So the vendors and the showcases on the floor were just insane. There's so much. I feel like a good one to start off with is Megavisions. They're a gaming magazine publication that, you know, they're trying to find the cool stuff in retro gaming, and what really drew me over to them was that I saw two guys wiggling these Sega peripheral, like, fishing pole things, and it was just, they were playing Soul Calibur while they were doing it, so they called it Pole Calibur, and it works. You're literally fighting with the Sega fishing pole peripheral, and I just thought that was great. So shout out to Megavisions for that. That was insane. And, you know, then you had Nerd Mall, which is a collector's bin kind of vendor. They have everything from video games to comics and, you know, toy collectibles. It's just really cool. Like, there was just so much there. They had an Avatar action figure that looked really great in box. And it was just so much cool stuff there. It's just something I feel like, you know, as a guy who collects video games and, you know, tries to grow out his collection, that's something I would definitely be interested in checking out. There was the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. You know, they were trying to raise donations, you know, for cancer awareness, stuff like that. So I made sure to donate something for that. There was also a shirt printing design company called Scoreless, and these guys are amazing. I've been looking all over for some type of GameCube merch or shirt or something to wear, and they did God's work. They finally done it. I was so happy. And, you know, I told them, like, hey man, can I give you guys a shout out or something for a video? And they gave me a little more merch, and I was just like, hey, thank you so much. And they're like, yeah, you can't have you walking around the convention with just, you know, a plastic bag, so here. And, you know, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you again to Scoreless. Check them out if you haven't. They have amazing designs and stuff. So then we ran into, like, my first art vendors. Again, sorry if I do mispronounce any names. It's not intentional. So first was King of Teeth. They do really great artwork. They had, like, you know, Team Sonic artwork, which was really cool for me. I'm a huge Sonic fan. They also drew a King K. Rool, which Aaron definitely appreciated. He's such a King K. Rool fan, and it's really cool. They also did a Ganondorf picture that I really liked too. And they had so much great artwork on their display. Then there was Britt Blumstein. They also did, like, you know, really cute drawings of Nintendo characters. Like, they did a Rosalina, Peach, Daisy characters. They look so cute. And they also had one for Muraka from, you know, My Hero. And it was just so cool seeing both their artworks together. I believe they're both open for commissions right now. You know, they're taking anything, you know, online commissions. So if you're looking for, you know, good artwork, commission them. I might commission them for future projects I have in mind. So yeah, give them a shout out. Yeah, so then next we had a Crafted Garami. It was run by Nicole Ellison. I really hope I pronounced that right. But these are the most cute plush Stitch toys, or, you know, plushies I've ever seen. Like, oh my gosh. There was, like, you know, Stitch hats if you wanted to wear something video game related that was, like, you know, hand woven Stitch, and there's, like, so much care that went into each of them. She also experiments with her stitching style as well. I remember that there was a Heartless Stitch plushie there. It looked really cute. I really wanted to get something, but, you know, I was strapped for cash, so I had to be responsible. But I'm telling you, man, I will definitely be getting one soon. Yeah, so shout out to Crafted Garami. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So our next vendor was One Day West Games. They're a family-friendly board game developer and publisher. They had some pretty cool games up there. I remember one was Monster Highway, which seemed pretty cool. But the one that stood out to us was the one called Kenosa. It was a board game based off of mythological, you know, creatures like sirens that are trying to kidnap sailors, and it seemed really neat. it's still more because of the actual box, because it comes like, in a finally made box that's handcrafted locally. I believe it's launching maybe in December. I'm gonna keep track with that and make sure I follow them on that, because I would really love to play that game. I'm a huge fan of Greek mythology and stuff like that. So definitely shout out to One Day West Games. Then there was Item Get, and this was a really cool vendor stand. They had handcrafted, items like satchel bags. There were light up signs. There was glass made items. It was just really cool seeing all this stuff, and it was just all nerdy stuff, and it was really cool. And I think when I see that kind of stuff, I think of my brother, because he knows how to weld stuff and do do any woodworking like that, and everything just looked really, really slick and sharp. I definitely would recommend buying anything from these guys. They're amazing. They're really friendly too. So shout out to Item Get. Go ahead and follow them on Twitter if you can too. Then we ran into Walnuts, ran by Morgana FOOR, and it was the coolest thing. So these are string art little boards that have the mushroom one-ups from Mario, Pokeballs, Pac-Man to Triforce. It's all art done with the strings and pens, and it's so incredible. It looks great. There was also a Princess Peach candle they were selling, and I really wanted to buy that. It smelled just like peaches, and I was just like, I would still get that, because Aaron got me into candles on this trip. But yeah, definitely check out Walnuts. I mean, I'm probably going to order a few things from there. Definitely make some nice Christmas gifts around the holidays, So go ahead and check out their Etsy store. Go show them some love and support. So the next we have, and I hope I'm pronouncing this right, I'm so sorry if I'm messing up any names, OPRA ZEBB? ZEBB? So yeah, ZEBB does really cool, he made little stickers of characters. He has really cool artwork. I remember his Sonic the Hedgehog one stuck out. The amount of spikes he had was really cool and really cute. My favorite was the KK Slider graduation picture. That I really want to get that again. Actually, if I can buy that, I will. They also had little lanyards that were really cute. So, go check out ZEBB's shop. Go follow him on Twitter as well. Then there was Easy Breezy Draws, and their artwork was just so cute. It was so clean and neat. The amount of care and accuracy that went into their drawings and their prints, it's just great. I remember they had the 3 prints of Daisy, Peach, and Rosalina. And they had their own little subtitles, like the Empress, the Magician. It was just really cool seeing that. They also had little stickers, and I didn't realize that until after Aaron pointed it out to me. I was like, oh, they do have little stickers, and I should have bought one. I feel really bad I didn't. I'm probably going to buy one, after I drop this video sometime around there. They also had a little cute Katamari Damacy pillow, and it looked like a Tootsie Roll. It's just what his head looks like. But yeah, go follow Easy Breezy Draws, buy something from them too. Yeah, so then there was Exit 73 Studios and their game, #Blood, giving evil a curfew. I didn't really get to playtest the game, but the art style stood out so much. It looked beautiful. I had talked to the developers, and they were like, yeah, we didn't want to do a Kickstarter, so we're just going to, fund the game ourselves and release it, and hopefully, good word of mouth will get people talking about the game and playing it, and hopefully they'll be able to make more. So yeah. Can't wait to play #Blood when it comes out. So thank you again to Exit 73 Studios. Go ahead and follow them on Twitter too. So next there was Game of Ham. This definitely stood out to me during the convention. So basically this is a new take on the whole Cards Against Humanity game. If you've ever played a game of Cards Against Humanity, this is pretty much similar to that. However, you'll use cards, you'll get points from winning the funniest card or whatever card the chooser gives you. But it also, incorporates some board game elements. So, you have a little board game, little board panels you can put together. You can make the board as long as you want, as short as you want, extend the game as much as you feel like. And, true to form, the box itself weighed as much as a pound of ham. So that was actually pretty interesting. That's because it comes with, a bunch of cards that, if you played a game of Cards Against Humanity, it would be like an expansion. But, with Game of Ham, you get all those expansion cards and stuff, right in that box. So you have more content to enjoy just right there and then. It seems really cool. It looks like you can play this game with, 2 people and, one rando. It just seems like a really fun party game to play, Also, shout out to the creators. They're based from Connecticut, and they were really energetic and super happy to tell us how the game worked. Sorry, didn't mean to take the cards as if I was stealing them. Just got really confused for a moment. But you know, thank you guys again so much. Definitely check out Game of Ham. So right next to Game of Ham, there was an indie game being showcased called Project Soulstar. It's being produced by, I'm really sorry if I mispronounce this one, LUNATICOS Productions? I don't know. I'm sorry. But it's a really cool looking game. It's a 3D action platformer, it seems. You'll be using magic as a young wizard, or witch, I suppose. And you know, you're using your magic to combat, you know, the elements around you, enemies and stuff like that. I actually don't remember too much of it because we were kind of running around sporadically at this point. But I thought it was a pretty cool looking game. As somebody who wants to develop a game, this looks really great. It's very reminiscent of the old PS2 GameCube era type games, my favorite generation, by the way. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to playing this. Right now it's currently on Kickstarter, so hey, go check them out. Alright, now Otherworld. This was something I was waiting to talk about. Otherworld is a new Broadway musical production being done by the Delaware Theater Company. And my god, is this thing beautiful. So Otherworld is the combination of two separate worlds that I never thought to put together, which is the world of video games and the world of theatrical productions and, you know, Broadway musicals. Combining both those things really does create a different world, or an other world, so it's really cool. It delves into the idea of the connections that we make, you know, whether online or offline, if you're a gamer or creative, just the experiences that we create, you know? Coming from a convention, that seems like a really cool thing to explore. So production is being helped by the Weather Workshop, who are responsible for, you know, production set pieces for Lord of the Rings, anything from DC. It's just a bunch of really cool talent being used for this production. Again, like, one of the things that really stood out to me was the dragon set piece for the musical. It just looks so great. I'm really into this. I really hope they bring it around my area, but even still, if I can catch it one day, I would be so happy to see it. Again, that's, you know, Otherworld. Go ahead and check them out. Follow them on Twitter. If you live somewhere close in the Delaware area, please go check it out. It seems to be an amazing production piece, and I can't wait to see it. So then finally we had the Zamiibo vendor, and of course the Toy Hunters vendor. So I saw Zamiibo like the first day, and oh my god, these are the coolest thing. They're just, you know, they're custom made amiibos, but they're 3D printed to kind of look like, you know, you've seen them coming out of this horror movie or a zombie movie, something like The Walking Dead or Dawn of the Dead, and it just looks fantastic. This is so dope. I love it. The two that really stuck out to me from the Zamiibo were the was the Toon Link one, where he's just running around, but my poor boy, he got impaled with the sword, and I was just like, no. And I thought that was pretty funny. Also kind of sad. But the other one that really stood out to me was the Chibi Robo one, because there are two of them. One where he had Yoshi's head attached to him, and the other one where he took Lottie, and just, you know, his head was ripped off and his wires were exposed, and I was just like, man, these are so great. These are so cool. He was also, the guy who was also the vendor there was pretty nice too. I asked him to print me out 3 different cards as well, because he was also doing 3D printed cards. So I got like 2 Wind Waker Link Amiibo cards, which I'm really cool with. I love Wind Waker. It's my favorite. But I also got an Anka card. You know, Anka from Animal Crossing. But if you don't know what this specific card is, I'm not going to tell you here. So the last vendor that we saw was Toy Hunters, which was run by Paul Young. Paul's a great dude, and he's really nice. What he does is that he makes, you know, custom-made amiibos and 3D printed toys, and they're just really dope. They're super cool. He had, like, a bunch of Squirtles kind of just chilling around with glasses on. I believe in the picture they're called, like, the Squirtle Squad. I call them the Squirt Squad, but I just thought that was pretty cool. He had like a Dark Link custom-made amiibo, which looked really dope. So this poor guy, he really couldn't, you know, explore the rest of the con because he was stuck behind the vending booth the whole time. And so he really wanted to go see Charles Martinet and have him sign like one of his figures, but he just really couldn't go over there. So I was just like, hey, you know what? I'll do it for you, man. I'll see if he can sign it for you. And he was really happy, and he gave me $25 to go get something signed by Charles Martinet, even though I found out when I got over there it's like $40. I was like, oh, okay. So I just paid for the whole thing. And this also gave me an excuse to go, you know, take a picture of Charles Martinet, or rather have him record something for me, which I did, which was really dope. But due to legal reasons, I can't put it on here. But here's a recording of him not saying stuff to me. Yeah, we were having some like this time we were having technical difficulties with the camera, but it wasn't my fault. So this time you can't blame me for it. But anyway, yeah, I brought up the Shadow Mario figure from Toy Hunters to Charles Martinet. He was just like, "Oh, this is really neat. This is kind of cool." And I was like, "Oh, thanks, man. This is Toy Hunters." And Charles Martinet was really like, you know, surprised to see something like that. But yeah, so I got it signed by Charles Martinet. I gave it back to Paul, and Paul was so happy. And he felt really bad because he didn't know how much it cost, and he gave me the wrong amount. But he was really cool enough to give me one of his, I believe it's called Hammer from Luigi's Mansion. One of those custom-made 3D printed amiibos. And it was just, it looks super cool, and I really gotta play Luigi's Mansion 2 or 3. But I really like it. It's super neat. So hey, Paul, if you're watching this, man, thank you again. And thank you guys for just for a great con. This is so amazing. So as we were leaving the con, these last few things kind of happened in rapid succession. So what happened first was that we finally ran into Travis one more time, and we were super happy at least to get to see him and say goodbye to him before we left, because day 2 was our only day to be there before we had to go back to Ohio, sadly. But yeah, we were able to meet up with Travis, tell him like, "Hey man, thanks for making this con experience even better. We're glad we met someone really nice out here." And as we were talking to Travis, who should happen to stop by but with the good old Wozniak crew. But yeah, I got to, you know, stop a minute and talk with Sam, Dominic, Eric, and Joe, and these guys are some of the coolest guys ever. They're just so down to earth and really nice. I'm really glad they came. They really made going to this con worth it. I just got to talking with them, and I was just like, yeah, you know, for the longest time I didn't know you guys were actually in Ohio. But yeah, we got to talking. I got to ask Eric if you know, his throat recovered from all those ice bottle mini waters, and it was really great. They were also signing a kid's birthday present, which was a copy of Madden 08. So, you know, that was pretty dope to see them do that. That was really great. Before I left too, I also ran into my friend Adrianna and her friend John. It was really cool seeing them there. I feel really bad because, like, day 1 of the con, we were leaving, and I saw her again, and I was just like, "Hey, Adrianna, how you doing? Good to see you at the con." And I also realized at that point when I went up to her to say hi, I realized I had never met this person, you know, in real life before. And I just walk up to her like I'm greeting an old friend, and I felt like super bad. But she was very nice. She was very like, you know, "Hey, don't worry about it. It's good seeing you." But yeah, it was so good to see, you know, people who I've talked to there before at the con. It was just such a good experience overall. And the final thing I gotta talk about is what happened with Aaron's scavenger hunt, which was while I was getting my, you know, recording done with Charles Martinet, I happened to look over to my left to find a Dark Souls cosplayer who we were looking for. And I swear to God, when we were leaving, and I immediately like freaked out, going, "Nope, nope, go back, go back. There's a Dark Soul cosplayer. It's Solaire." And me and Aaron walked through the entire con one more time. Could not find this guy for the life of us. I think Aaron was like, "Hey man, I'm gonna go look over here for a minute. You go keep looking for him." I'm like, "All right, fine. This is a challenge now. This is the challenge right now." And so I'm running around this entire convention looking for the Solaire cosplay, and I couldn't find it. Like, I went to the gaming hall, I went into the gaming hall, I went into the panel area, and I went back into the vendor hall. I couldn't find this guy. And, you know, I was like, you know what, I give up. I'm done. It's over. This is my darkest hour. And as I'm walking back, out of the corner of my eye, I see a guy playing a video game with a sun shield on his back. And I feel so bad. I ran up to him though. I'm like, dude, I need your help. And I ran back to Aaron, like, frantically screaming. And, like, we took a picture of this guy. And, like, you know, I felt kind of bad. I tried to give him money for, like, being so, like, annoying and interrupting. But he was just like, no, dude, don't do that. Just follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. And I did, but I just felt, I mean, oh my God, I'm so sorry. But yeah, his name was the Filthy Hippie 00. He's super cool. Please go follow him. Like, follow everybody. Oh my gosh, this was such a cool, great journey. Also, want to give a quick shout out to the LR Glitch Gaming, or Real Glitch Gaming on Twitter. I got lost during the con, and he just, you know, I saw him with his camera and I asked a few questions. He was really nice and he answered some of them. But yeah, RO Glitch Gaming, he's a really cool dude. I saw he posted like, you know, the AVGN panel on YouTube, on his YouTube channel. Go subscribe to him. He's such a nice guy. Oh my gosh, please give this guy a good follow as well. But yeah, that was my first con experience. Too Many Games 2021. Sad to say we couldn't stay for the third and final day. We had to head back home from Philadelphia to Cleveland. That's the saddest statement I've ever said. But yeah, I mean, I feel so bad because there were just so many more people who were there that I didn't get to see or getting to meet. Like Rebecca Forrest Minish, a big fan of her Twitch streams. Adam Korlick was there. I asked him for help with my setup, and he's an amazing guy. I remember Patty and Ice Punk was going to be there. Nostalgia Critic was there. We saw him, but we couldn't stand in line because this was like day 2. Day 1 was nothing but standing in line, so we couldn't make time for that. AVGN was there, but we heard how long his lines were. We just couldn't make the time for that. And you know, a lot of why we couldn't see people was just time restrictions. So if I ever have to do this again, which I will eventually do this again, I'm gonna try to make sure we have enough time to do everything we want to do. But yeah, this was such a great experience. And also, Uncle Greg was there. Uncle Silver. I knew he was there. So hey, Greg, if you're listening to this, when I find you, when I eventually meet up with you, and these mask mandates are no longer required, you're getting the biggest hug ever. Alright, that's not a promise, that's a threat. It's not a threat, please don't sue me. But yeah, Too Many Games. It was such a great time, such a great experience, and hey, I know there's some people out there who I talk to who have never gone to a con before, just like me. I really hope one day that we can all go there because this is such a cool time and such a great experience. So from the bottom of my heart to the people who run Too Many Games, to people who, you know, make it what it is, and the vendors, the performers, the guest appearances, everybody, thank you all so much for this. I will never forget this, and hopefully I'll see you next year. And who knows, maybe this time you could see my ugly face while I look at all your beautiful faces. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me here. Alright, back to live action, MJ. So yeah, that was my tale of Too Many Games. For a first convention, it was really great. I can't wait to go back and see everyone again. Thank you to Some Call Me Johnny, Scott the Waz in the gang, and of course, Charles Martinet. You guys made the trip completely worth it. Again, if I didn't see you, sorry, we were running kind of a straight timetable, so don't worry, we'll see you again next year. Maybe. But hey guys, thanks for watching another episode of RatedMJ. I'm MJ the Game Boy. Until next time, see you later. Oh shit!